Welcome to another lesson on Shine On Me, and today we'll be covering types of jobs and labor. First, for our introduction, this lesson will be about how jobs are central to the economy and society. People work to earn income, contribute skills, and also meet community needs. Understanding different types of jobs and labor helps us see how economies function and how individuals choose their careers. Moving on, we'll talk about types of jobs. First, by the sector of the economy. First, we have the primary sector, which is talking about jobs that involve natural resources. For example, we have farming, fishing, mining, or forestry. Overall, the focus is on extracting raw materials for income. We also have the secondary sector, which is jobs that involve manufacturing and industry. Some main examples of this would be factory workers, builders, or textile workers. Overall, the focus is on turning raw materials into products. Continuing on with each sector of the economy, we have the third, which is the tertiary sector. This is service-based jobs, with main examples being teachers, doctors, taxi drivers, or salespeople. It provides service instead of providing direct goods. The fourth and last sector is the quaternary sector. This is knowledge and technology based jobs, for example, having researchers, software developers, and scientists. The main focus is information, innovation, and advanced skills. Next, we have by type of work arrangement instead of sectors. We have 5 main ones in this video, which is full-time jobs, which is regular working hours, stable income and benefits, part-time jobs, which is fewer hours and flexible schedules, which is less often shown than full-time jobs. We also have temporary and seasonal jobs, which is short-term, such as holiday retail. And we also have freelance and gig jobs, which is more independent and flexible, and it is also paid per project. Fifth, we have entrepreneurship, which is self-employment, which in simple words is running your own business. Moving on from types of jobs, we'll now talk about more types of labor. The main focus and first section I'll be talking about is the difference between skilled labor and unskilled labor. First, skilled labor talks about things that require training, education, or special abilities. For example, we have engineers, nurses, or pilots, or those that require more education. Now we have unskilled labor, which requires less training and is more manual work. Some examples that come up to mind are cleaners or delivery workers. You can see the clear difference, and now we can talk about physical versus mental labor. This will be the second type of labor we'll be touching upon, and first to talk about physical labor, it requires body strength and stamina as the key and important parts of this job. For example, construction workers and athletes, while mental labor is more about the brain power, planning, and problem solving that is invested to their work. For example, scientists and accountants. Moving on, the last type of labor we'll talk about difference is organized versus unorganized labor. Organized labor refers to labor that is protected by contracts and unions or rights, and the most important part being that they're bound to stable conditions, while unorganized labor is more informal. It is a lot less secure and don't have as many benefits as organized labor would bring. Now, talking about importance of jobs and labor, overall, they provide income for individuals and families. It drives economic growth through production and services, and it also builds social value by meeting community needs. Lastly, it helps individuals find purpose and identity in society through upholding their responsibilities. Now that we've covered most of the content from this lesson, I'd like to present some key questions for discussion. First, we have, how do job types change as our society continues to develop? Also, which types of labor are growing most in the modern economy, also revolving about how societies are developing? And lastly, what kind of jobs might disappear in the future due to automation? And a key concept would be the rise of AI. Now, to provide a brief summary of everything we've covered this lesson, we can say that jobs and labor can be categorized by economic sector, work arrangement, or skill level. They are essential for both personal livelihood and overall economic development. Therefore, understanding them helps us prepare for future changes in the job market. Thank you for watching another lesson and stay tuned for more lessons on Shine On Me.